Trosky, my peklo přežijem. Burkhard, Burkhard. A pak se s ním opijem. Burkhard, Burkhard.
Alright guys, welcome back to Kingdom Come Deliverance 2, the Brushes with Death DLC. And speaking of paintings, which is pretty much what this is all about, isn't that one? It's a beautiful thing. Anyway, I don't quite know where I'm supposed to go next. I don't have a mission in my journal, so I'm just gonna head towards the icon. He said to come back to him, I think it was a day later. I've had a night's sleep, so we'll see.
Henry, I'm glad you turned up. I could use some advice. What do you think of this sword? I paid Osina my last few groschen for it, and even had to paint a lewd picture above his bed. But I feel like he cheated me.
Well, honestly, I can't tell much at a glance. But why do you even need a sword? Are your customers refusing to pay?
No, I'm preparing for my final unfinished work here in the Trosky Region. A duel to the death.
A duel to the death? So it is a painting. It's not what he's planning to do in real life, I'm sure. So you've finally gone mad.
You never give a thought to drinking wenches or whether you need new booze, do you? But now you've truly lost your mind.
On the contrary, I finally see everything clearly. I'm going to do something I should have done a long time ago.
Well, that's just great. Who are you planning to fight?
His name is Burkhard, a thief, a bandit, and above all, a murderer. There's been a bounty on his head for quite some time.
And you've suddenly decided to become a protector of the region?
It's not the region I want to protect. It's my own sanity.
Well, it's a little late for that.
Very funny. I feel like someone keeps whispering in my ear, Burkhard must die. He must die. Over and over again. I can't even work anymore.
Why's that?
It's because I know Burkhard. He's the old acquaintance I need to meet.
Okay, right. What kind of... I don't know what's going on. What kind of a person is this guy?
What kind of man is this Burkhard, anyway?
A vile one.
A vile
if you can
one,
call
okay.
him a man at all. He's known for beating his victims to death with a helmet, just for pleasure. He even has a special notch on it, just for that purpose.
I'm thinking I'm beginning to like that guy. No. What a horrible man. Horrible thing to do. Beating your victims to death with a helmet. And just for pleasure as well? Alright, what do you want to get rid of him now?
If you've known this man for so long, why are you only deciding to get rid of him now?
Don't think I just woke up one day and decided to go kill him. Honestly, when I found out he was here, my first thought was to run. But on my way out of here, I was nearly hit by an arrow.
The archer and the gambler?
Mm-hmm. I realized it was a sign. I couldn't run, so I started looking for ways to get rid of Burkhard.
What kind of ways?
I'm not sure I should even tell you.
We both know you're going to.
Look at me. At everything I've done for you. Don't you think you can trust me?
Henry. My friend. All right. I won't beat around the bush. You know how I said I feel like someone keeps whispering in my ear. Burkhard must die.
It's that skull.
He must die. I can't sleep, eat, or work because of it. So I've tried to get that murderer out of my head using some unchristian methods. That shrine and the egg. They weren't about my artistic experiments, but my desperation.
Oh. Yes, so in the last episode, of course, we had to find the pagan shrine and the basilisk egg, which you'll have noted. He said he was just using those for a painting. Now I understand. What did you do at the shrine, though?
What were you doing at Veles's shrine?
When our Lord wouldn't help me, I tried praying to someone else.
The demons. The devil himself.
What was the egg for? You're not hunting down a basilisk somewhere, are you?
No, definitely not. I really did use it for the paint. And also for a kind of prayer.
Holy Mary.
She wasn't the one I prayed to.
Well, yeah, I kind of guessed that, actually. He said it was something other than God. You've lied to me all this time, or you'll go to hell for this. I'm just going to go with the lie. I'm not going to say he's going to go to hell. I don't know. God could forgive him. It's not up to me.
You've just been leading me on this whole time.
I can't deny it. But thanks to you, I've had some good days.
Well, that's nice for you.
I'm sorry. I know I used you, and I regret it.
Okay, but what? Let's not talk.
You know what? Let's not talk about it anymore.
Better not go anywhere. We'll figure something out. No, hang on. What's your plan?
So, you're just going to trade your brush for a sword and kill a wanted murderer, yeah?
What else can I do? I can't get him out of my head, and the law clearly doesn't care. So let God judge us. I'll challenge Burkhard to a fair duel.
I don't mean to underestimate you, but there wouldn't be anything fair about that. Fine, but I still don't understand why this man weighs so heavily on your mind. How do you know him?
No, I can't tell you that.
Are you serious?
I'm sorry, Henry. I know I'm not giving you many answers, but believe me, I'm telling you everything I can.
You lied to me the whole time. You dodged all my questions. I'm not going to send you to your death. We'll have to come up with another way to deal with Burkhard.
I don't see any other way. I've waited 35 years to see someone take down that bastard. And in the meantime, he's lived his whole life in freedom. Do you know how many lives he took from others?
I don't... Yeah, well... I'm not quite sure where I morally stand on this. Try to let it go. I'll take care of him myself, or couldn't this be resolved differently?
Isn't there another way to solve this?
And how? Wait for a miracle? Or for him to drop dead?
What if I somehow persuaded him to leave? Would that help?
No, I'm not afraid he'll do anything to me, but I can't bear the thought that the bastard is still alive.
Let it go, or shall I take care of him myself? I'm going to do it anyway. You know that's where this is heading, don't you?
I'll take care of him myself. After all, it wouldn't be the first time I've nudged justice along.
I can't ask that of you. I've already involved you more than is healthy for your immortal soul.
Don't worry. If I end up in hell, it certainly won't be because of your Burkhard.
Henry, do you mean it?
Not really, but I've just a feeling that's where this is headed anyway. I'll do it quietly, or I challenge him to a duel. Oh, a duel sounds like more fun.
If I challenge him to a duel, it'll still be fair, won't it?
I suppose so.
This is true. So, how do I spot this guy?
How will I know it's Burkhard?
I'd say his sins will be written all over his face, but I'm not naive. He'll definitely have his helmet with a notch on the brim.
Helmet with a notch on the brim. Okay.
Who put the bounty on him?
If I remember correctly, it was the bailiff of Troskowitz, and that means something. I've heard Thrush isn't one to part with his money easily, but without proper proof, he won't give you the bounty.
A fella like that won't be alone, will he? Does he have a gang?
I'd bet my boots he does. At least half a dozen men. But since we're on the subject, I'd like to ask you for something. Burkhard likes to recruit young lads with no sense of purpose in life. He promises them money, wenches, and respect. And they repay him with blind loyalty. Sometimes even with their lives. Feel free to rough them up a bit or kick their asses, but don't kill them. I know very well they're not evil, just lost souls. And I feel sorry for people like that.
Yeah, okay, I understand that, but how do I rough them up a bit with a sword? You know, it's like one stabbity stab and it's all over. How do you know all this?
How do you know so much about them?
Let's just say I've met a few of them before.
This Voyta guy, I mean, is it going to turn out he's... Oh, I don't know. Something spiritual.
All right. I'll try not to hurt them. Unless it's absolutely necessary. If you were preparing to face him, You must know where to find him, right?
Not exactly, unfortunately. They say he's hiding somewhere in Apollonia, and that was enough for me. I plan to find him by ear. A gang like that can be heard miles away.
Apollonia, I remember that place. It was mountain. Well, it's all these mountains and valleys. Yeah, we've been there before on the searching for somebody else way back. All right.
So, now I know everything. And don't worry, it'll all turn out fine.
Are you sure I shouldn't handle this myself? Or at least go with you?
It'll be simpler this way. Trust me.
All right, then. And thank you, friend.
Well, portrait in red. Kill Burkhard. I've got a feeling it ain't gonna be that simple. Straightforward murder is, well, difficult. And we did suggest, though, he could try it stealthily, which might be the way to go. First of all, let's get the hell out of here. Hello. Hello, Della. Lovely to see you again.
Pardon me.
Okay. Now, what is the best way to go? Should I get anything repaired before I go? Yeah, probably. Let me just do some repairage.
You're up early. What'll it be?
Would you repair a few things for me?
Alright, that is done. All my repairs are complete. And it looks like I've got to head over there. It's basically right there in that mountainous region, I believe. Apollonia. Let's give it a go. Yeah, right here. So, oh, interesting. It's actually really close, and I've not been here before. Oh, Apollonia. Yeah, okay, this is the region I was at before. They don't like me there, apparently. Yes, because I kill everybody who hides there. So it's a little further north of Apollonia. And we found a cave. It looks like I've actually got to get there on, well, I was going to say on foot, but we'll do it on horseback.
Did you hear about what happened
Excuse
at
me?
the big wheel? At the mill? Yeah. The place. What are you whistling for?
What am I whistling for? It's how I call my horse. Did you hear the guard there? Asking me why I was whistling? Bloody fool. What do you think I was whistling for? Alright, considering I just saw the bucket of water there, and I was thinking, oh, just have a little wash before you go out, but I'm gonna get covered in blood one way or another doing this, so that's a big fat no.
Go!
Alright, we've got a little fence trouble. Sorry, Hoss. I think I've upset him. Okay, it's actually not too far away. Oh god. Close your mouth. Already in the area. This is it. Alright, Matt. Sick 'em.
Burkhard and his band should be skulking around here somewhere.
Yeah, I suppose I should get off my horse, actually. Pebbles, stay there, be a good boy. Or girl. I'm still not sure which you are. Oh, I can hear him.
Bez zbraně se utkal šelmou. Burkhard, stačilo se vohnat helmou. Burkhard, s kým i peklo přežijem. Burkhard, a pak se s ním opijem. Burkhard.
Everyone here!
Okay, I've got a reply. Got a reply.
Calm down. I'm just going to talk to Burkhard. I'll find him, talk to him, and then I'm gone.
Okay. No one seems to care. Is this the guy? Yes, Burkhard Blutig. Blutig.
So, you're the famous Burkhard.
The one and only. And you're supposed to be... who, exactly?
Voyta's friend, your worst nightmare. Love that line, but I can't use it.
I'm Henry of Scales.
And what brings you here? Henry of Skalitz.
I came because of my friend. And also for the bounty on your head.
Straight to the point. I like that. How about joining me instead? There's always room for someone with your kind of balls.
Join you? Never. It was bastards like you who slew my parents.
What a pity. So, what are we going to do about my head? I'm sorry to say it's stuck pretty firmly on my shoulders.
I challenge you to a duel. Shouldn't I be slapping him with a glove or something if we're going to do this? Or show off in front of your lackeys and fight? I just wanted to warn you and then leave. No, I challenge you to an honourable duel.
I offer you the chance to end your wretched life with honour. A duel to the death.
I've killed more people than I can count, but an honourable duel? That's a first. All right, let's do it.
Draw your weapon then. And don't try any tricks with that helmet.
Oh, looks like you know quite a bit about me. What a shame to lose you.
Oh, God. Wait, I wasn't ready. Right, hold on a second. Henry, would you get a grip, man?
Now you're finished. Show your stuff.
Come on then. All right. There we go. Master struck.
You son of a bitch!
And again. Oh, the Master Strike's working like a legend. Alright, that one hurt.
Hey, fuck that!
Alright, let's just wait for him. Got him. Oh, see you later, Burkhard. And all his friends are running away. Oh, nearly died. Horribly. But we got there in the end. Oh, a Knight Shield. I suppose I should pick up one because, like, he keeps on trying to get me to... Where'd he go? I need evidence, don't I? So, what have you got on you? It's got to be his helmet. The rest of this stuff is, to be frank, poor quality. Honestly, that fight was awful. I got there in the end, though. Door and chest keys, Groshen, bandages. I probably do need bandages. Yeah, I'm bleeding, so I haven't used these. Honestly, I haven't had to use bandages for ages. Left arm, 100%. Thank you very much. Okay, that's my bleeding taken care of. Now we just need a little rest to heal up. See if he left us any good stuff. Well, all of his campmates all buggered off, so I don't think this is going to be a problem. Let me just sleep for, I don't know, an hour or so. Get my health back up to some decent level. They ain't coming back. I'm not scared of them. Okay, come all the way back to Trosky Castle once again to see our friend. Guess what? It's good news.
I'd say you can sleep peacefully again. Burkhard is dead. I killed him.
Finally. After all these years. But
what?
I don't know. I suppose I thought I'd feel a lot more relieved. All those years of suffering, and what's at the end of it? Still the same emptiness. But don't let that trouble you. Tell me what you did with Burkhard's gang.
I only killed Burkhard. I left the others alone. But whether any of them will change their ways, I can't say. Maybe I just made someone else's life harder in the future.
That's possible, I won't lie to you. But even so, I'm proud of you. By the way, What about Burkhard's helmet? Do you have it with you?
Actually, yes.
Why do you ask?
I was just thinking it could use a splash of color. And not just it. I could paint that cursed helmet on your shield. What do you say?
Do whatever you think best. I'm just glad you didn't get yourself killed.
Just make sure you don't regret it later. But I truly appreciate everything you've done for me. I hope you know that. And before you go, I'll paint that helmet nicely for you. You'll be amazed.
Every time, he's so keen to paint a helmet on, or something. He wants to paint my helmet with something. Yeah, will you finally answer a few questions for me, or what will you do next? Yeah, actually.
Now, gratitude is a fine thing, but still. I saved you from wolves, looked for pagan shrines and basilisk eggs for you. Don't you think you owe me something?
If it's about coin...
To start with, a few clear answers would do.
Here we go.
What's your real name? Voyta doesn't seem to suit you. And that Voytecus? I can never remember it.
See? And both are true. One in Czech and the other in Latin. But I've had many names in my life. Some completely ordinary. Others so grand they'd leave you breathless. But just call me Voyta. And don't trouble yourself with the rest.
Honestly...
would it change anything between us if I told you I'm now Wizard Zito or John Barleycorn?
When he said, somebody says in any story, in any movie, book, anywhere, I've had many names. You're like, yeah, all right. You're like Jesus or a god or a demon or a djinn, a devil. I've been known by many names. You come on. I think that's what they're talking about here. So what about this skull? Where did you get that?
Where did you get that skull of yours?
What kind of question is that? Where did you get yours?
What? Well, obviously, it's mine. I've had it since I was born.
See? And it's the same with me. Maybe I didn't have it in the cradle, but it's always been here, waiting for me. Somewhere.
Waiting for me somewhere. Don't me. Finish that sentence. All right. Why were you really tied to that tree? Well, he did give us an explanation, but I'm going to persist.
What really happened between you and those two who tied you to that tree?
You just have to keep reminding me of that, don't you?
Don't laugh. I mean it. You say they cheated you at dice, and they say you foretold their deaths with that skull of yours. I'd rather believe you, but I'm not entirely sure.
Neither am I. Of anything, anyone, or ever. But we know each other well enough, don't we? Have I ever foretold anything for you? Or cursed you?
No.
Then stop asking me about those two, or I'll do it.
Oh, that was a very, very evil little passive-aggressive don't do it or I'll kill you kind of thing. Oh, wow. Right, this guy's... There's some layers down there I'm not happy about. It's a bit like that character in The Witcher 3. What's his name? Oh, God. I can't remember it. He turns up all over the place, and in fact, one of the DLCs is pretty much all about him. Anyway, what did you hear about that shrine?
How did you really find out about Velus's shrine? Even the locals have almost forgotten it.
You'd be surprised at all the things I know, and all the things you could know, if you stopped now and then to think.
Wait a minute, what? You'd be surprised at all the things I know, and all the things you could know if you stopped now and then to think. It's just... He speaks in riddles. How did you know Burkhard?
What really happened between you and Burkhard? You said you knew him. How?
Henry, please, don't ask me about him. I'll gladly talk with you about anything else, but I want to put him out of my head for good. Out of both of them.
Well, thanks a lot for your answer.
Are you angry with me? I swear I haven't lied to you.
Only because you didn't tell me anything worthwhile. You're quick to change your tune, aren't you?
It's just... everything is more complicated than it seems. But you're right. You deserve an answer. Except, between these walls, it's hard for me to open up. I need to be on solid ground, at home, to speak more freely. My work here in the Trosky Region is finally done, but I'll stay a little while longer. I'd like to get to know the place better, and with a bit of luck, I won't end up tied to a tree this time. But I'll head home soon, to Kuttenberg. You know what? Stop by and see me there sometime. I'm sure we'll have plenty to talk about.
Interesting. So we're off to the second region of the game. So yeah, I actually completely forgot this whole 3 episodes so far, all in the Trosky region. All right. So what if I want my shield painted again? All right, I'll meet you in Kuttenberg. Yeah, I will. Back to Kuttenberg. Let's talk here.
Do I really have to drag myself all the way to Kuttenberg again? Can't we just talk here?
We'd just be wasting time here. I've got something to show you. And unfortunately, that can't be done here.
All right, then. I'll meet you in Kuttenberg.
I can't wait, my friend.
Yeah, my friend. I don't know.
My word. This is a nice workshop. I've never seen one quite like it.
It's very modest. But if you're interested in the craft, feel free to look around. Just be careful not to get paint on yourself, or tread on a cat's tail.
You have cats here?
I'd say it's more like the cats here have me. They've been living in the loft since long before I got here. But I've got 3 of my own at home in Kuttenberg. Adela, Agnes, and Daniela.
Is that going to be significant? The names of the cats, Adela, Agnes, and Daniela. Is that like... oh, God. There's somebody who knows a little more history or myth, legend, know what those 3 names mean?
So, what now?
Here? Nothing. We can talk. I can paint your shield. But if you're after something more interesting, then head to Kuttenberg. We'll meet there.
All right, fine. I don't really need a shield. I don't use one, to be frank. Well, yeah, I guess nice workshop. We'll have to leave Mother Mary, and head to the next region, the next section of the game. I'm kind of looking forward to it because I do like Kuttenberg. It's a beautiful open city, and to be fair, I've had enough of this place anyway. All right, I will see you in the next part. Sorry it's a little shorter than I planned today, but I kind of run out of time. I got stuff to do. I'll see you in the next part. All the best. Take care. Good night.